Welcome to Kid Brewer Stadium, home to the Giant Killers, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. And Boone, North Carolina has really been excited for this matchup that we have in store. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Mountaineers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Florida Atlantic's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He's got it on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game.
Oh, he's got some space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mountaineers offense will get the ball for the first time. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gets it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hodges. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Guys, let's chat about App State. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a three-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this three-star the ball.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give out of the gun. Turning it on. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught over the middle. It's Kelly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Breaks into the open. He'll work his way down to the 28. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got a man, it's Dozier. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Still running at the 35. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's in open space downfield. Touchdown, Appalachian State! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score! Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Got a man, it's Dozier. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. DB's right up on the receivers. Catch in the middle, it's Dozier. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Dozier. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Mountaineers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
Man, I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The Mountaineers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Great job by the defense. Forced.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Okay. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Never a doubt. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. UAB went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Blazers team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
There he goes. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Bust through behind his pad. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Hand off from the shotgun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
And here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Complete to start this drive. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Zings it complete to the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy, and it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
Fires to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to keep it in the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. Got room at the 35. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Makes the grab on the left. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Florida Atlantic looking to score from the red zone. Run in the red zone. It's Clark. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Daniels. Snagged out of the air. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee and... Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them.